Good evening, and thank you for having me. Starlight, star bright, cancer entered my life one night. It shook the ground beneath my feet, and it left me asking, why? Why me? You see, I was only 26 years old. I wasn't married. In fact, I'd only been dating my boyfriend for 6 months. I had no children, and yet there I was hearing those dreadful words. You have cancer. And you have to have a hysterectomy. And you'll never carry your own children. And I thought, no, this is unacceptable. I won't stand for this. And so I did research, and I spent hours in medical libraries. And I found a new experimental procedure. And I found one of the few doctors in this country doing it 10 years ago. And before I knew it, I was the 13th patient at Johns Hopkins to have that procedure. And I thought I had gained my life back. But you see, cancer wasn't done with me yet. And so 2 short years later, just days after that boyfriend proposed, I heard those dreadful words again. You have cancer. And you have to have a hysterectomy. And you'll never be a mom. I wasn't ready to accept that. I wasn't ready to accept the treatment they wanted to offer. And so I did my own research, and I found a doctor willing to work with me, with my dreams and my hopes for motherhood. And although I couldn't save my uterus, I was able to barter for 8 weeks. And in those 8 weeks, I harvested embryos. A few days later, I flew to Jamaica, and I got married barefoot on the beach. And 10 days later, I checked into the hospital. I had a radical hysterectomy, all but 2 inches of my vagina removed, followed by chemo and radiation. But cancer doesn't just take. And we often hear what cancer took away from us. But I want to leave you with something. You see, cancer gave back to me as well. And I know that sounds strange. First, it gave me my daughter. She was born via surrogacy. And without cancer, I might have had a child, but I would not have the specific child that I have today, the light of my life. And cancer gave me a voice. It gave me a voice for which to speak out and speak up, to advocate for myself and what I needed. Because cancer is often talked about in terms of numbers and statistics. But I'm not a number, and I'm not a statistic. I am a person with a life, with loved ones, with hopes and dreams. And I needed to be treated as an individual. And my treatment plan needed to be tailored to what I needed and wanted. And so I had to remind my doctors of that, and I had to speak up for myself. And 10 years later, I have the same voice to speak out for those who have walked with me, for those who are walking this journey now. And I have the amazing opportunity to speak out for those who have not yet walked this battle with cancer, but will walk it. And for those who lost their battle, but fought so hard. And each one of you has an amazing opportunity to use your voice. Because every story, whether you battled cancer, you helped somebody who battled cancer, you loved somebody who had cancer, or someone who lost their battle to cancer, every story is a call to action. It's a call that says, we are a community, and we will not stand for cancer in our life anymore. That we will raise money, we will do the research, we will demand better, newer treatments. We will demand the appropriate care for for survivorship. We will eradicate cancer. And it may not be today, but it will happen. And I believe in our lifetime, we will see the first cancer eradicated. The cancer that I suffered from was cervical cancer, caused by HPV. There are now 7 cancers tied to HPV. And today, there's a vaccine for HPV and cancers related to HPV. That's the first step to eradicating a cancer. And it's because each and every one of you use your voice, whether it's on a stage, at a stadium, telling your story, or it's just to the neighbor across the street or your best girlfriend. Because every time we share our stories, it's a personal connection and it's a call to action. And so I say to you, join me, because together our voices are louder and stronger than mine could ever be alone, and demand a cure for cancer. Thank you.